earliest memories involves me and a bike. As far back as I can remember, my first memory of a bike, I was living in Dublin, Georgia as a little boy, and can't really give you an age or whatever, but you know, sub 10 years of age, and I just wanted to drive home and thought that I was a little boy because I've always been even smaller than the average Joe. So when we talking a little kid, I'm even smaller than the average little kid at the time. And my mom sends me and my sister 10-speed bicycles, and they was like so tall, like you know what I'm saying, like I couldn't even really like low-key fit the bike when she bought it, but I fell in love with the bike. It was brand new, like, you know what I'm saying, man. My sister had these 10 speeds, like 10 speeds was like the shit at the time. This, you know, I go back a little bit. So anyway, moving along, we get bikes from my mom, fall in love with the bike. I ride that bike even though I was too short, but you know, that's where my love for what a bicycle could bring me, you know, that freedom. Like, I ain't really have a lot of freedom at the time, but that bicycle represented freedom at the time. Fast forward, now I'm in Ocala, Florida, and my brother got this bike. You know, I'm still a young kid at the time, but my brother younger than me, he got this bike, and I'm always borrowing his bike all the time. And he low-key, you know, trying to be nice about it, but he want his bike too. So, you know, I can't blame him, you know what I'm saying? But my mom had went and copped me a bike, a fresh bike, a BMX style bike this time, and dumb nice. So, you know, I ain't have to bother my brother no more. I think my brother was a little bit like, dang, you know. But his bike was fresh too. But anyway, my bike was dumb fresh. And anyway, somebody stole that bike, man. Like, I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but they borrowed it, never brought it back type shit. But moving forward, just to make a story a little shorter. Next memory I had, like, these are like not just memories. These are like memories that stand out. And I don't got the best memory at this point. So anyway, back to the bikes. So after that bike gets stolen, some years later, I remember having a bike that I had at a at a point in my life where I think I was needing that bike to kind of just move around a little bit when I was in town. And I had this bike on my mom's porch, and I forgot to lock it one of those times, and a mug got stolen. So my grandma pulled up on the block in a 3-wheel bike. And that loud talking, trying to let everybody know, man. Like, she, you know what I'm saying? Come up on that porch again if you want to. Shout out Juanita. R.I.P. Jumping ahead a little bit though, that was gonna come back a little later. Well, like now. And I got a bike named after my grandma, but going back, after that bike got stolen and my grandma raised that hell, I remember a few years going by again, and then me and my brother and my homeboy decided we're gonna start being weekend warriors with this. Not that we set out to be weekend warriors, but we rode on the weekend on these road bikes, and we started upgrading ourselves with the road bikes, upgrading our outfits and uniforms to go along with the whole lifestyle. Like, we became the SWAT cats. And you see where I'm going with this, right? Like, bike after bike after bike through the years. I've always had a relationship with a bike. And I even forgot one. If I could go back real quick, I had, this was my second bike. After that 10 speed, I remember, I forget what happened with the 10 speed, but I remember, money wasn't like that. And those days, it ain't really like that now, but it was definitely wasn't like that then. And people threw a lot of stuff in the bushes when we talking about discarded stuff that you didn't want no more. As bad as that sounded, it was a lot of stuff you could come across in the bushes when you're walking along. And I remember I would find like a tire, a rim one day, maybe a couple rims one day off of a bike that was like maybe too far gone otherwise. Found a frame one time, found everything I needed, discarded, and I bought like, tires and tubes, and maybe, a couple pieces like that, but for the most part I found everything in the bushes, and I put that bike together. It's a labor of love, for real. And I put that bike together, spray painted that bike, man. I had that mud blue, the flakes in it, man. I had that mud with the gold rims. I'm so proud of that bike. I forgot to mention that. Anyway, it was the SWAT cats, like I told you. And then we take a break from that, and now we don't reemerge. Second coming of the SWAT cats, we kind of switched it up. Went from the road bikes, now we on e-bikes and pedal bikes, but e-bikes, 3-wheel bikes, custom 3-wheel bikes. Let's be clear. Custom e-bikes, and as I mentioned, one of them named after my late grandma, Juanita. That's the OG one. For real. Fresh to death. Got a couple of bikes at this point. Putting together a whole squad again. Like I said, the second coming of the SWAT cats, and yeah, it's a thing. Me and these bikes. So it ain't just come out of nowhere. I ain't no 50-year-old nigga that was like, what the fuck? Maybe I need to go get a bike and start. No, it wasn't like that. It's always been, I ain't really nothing new with me. It just keep, if you pay attention, I'm a creature of habit. And these bicycles is one of my funner habits. But anyway, that's me and bikes.
If I cop that new Mustang, I hope these motherfuckers red. It look like the Camaro, cause I use